everything's bigger in America. We've got the biggest cars, the biggest houses, the biggest companies, the biggest food, and finally, the biggest people. America has now become the fattest nation in the world. Congratulations. Nearly 100 million Americans are today either overweight or obese. That's more than 60% of all U.S. adults. Since 1980, the total number of overweight and obese Americans has doubled, with twice as many overweight children and 3 times as many overweight adolescents. The fattest state in America? Mississippi, where 1 in 4 people are obese.
And according to a new study out of the UK, healthy food is 3 times more expensive per calorie than less healthy foods.
The most comprehensive study of its kind indicates that unhealthy food is about $1.50 per day, or about $550 per year, than healthy food.
The Future Diet Report analysed existing data on global obesity rates. It found in 1980, 1 in 5 people were overweight or obese. In 2008, it had risen to 1 in 3. The report also found that in the developing world, countries like the UK and the US, rates went from 321 million to 571 million.
Have you noticed any changes over the years between food prices and the way that people in our country look?
I think so. As the prices of food have been increasing, I think people have been relying, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people are relying on less expensive food choices, which unfortunately in today's economy seem to be the fast food places, the McDonald's and Burger King, places like that, where the quality of the food from a nutrition standpoint aren't always probably as healthy for you as maybe a home-cooked meal or meals with lots of, proteins and fruits and vegetables that you would get at the supermarket. So it's probably a combination of the prices, but also the amount of time that people have to cook meals. I mean, I think that can be a problem too, especially when you're working full-time, to be able to get a meal on the table and, in a reasonable amount of time. I think people tend to rely on more of those prepared foods or even, like I said, the fast foods where you can just pick it up and bring it home.
How have the prices of food affected you as a grocery shopper?
Let's see. Well, I still try to buy healthy foods. I buy a lot of fresh vegetables. I buy meat. I have the time myself to be able to cook since I'm not working outside the home. And so I do work on making, healthy meals. But I do always look for things to be on sale. I try never ever to buy anything full price, because the prices of a lot of things, especially meats and dairy even, have really risen astronomically, I think, in the past year or a couple of years. So I think, my trick is to try to buy everything on sale, but I do try to buy healthy things more so than
The healthcare costs would be lowered if the prices of healthier foods decreased, allowing Americans to be able to afford a healthier lifestyle. Why or why not?
I think that would definitely be the case, because with so many people eating, I guess, less healthy food now because of affordability, that is directly related to, increases in weight and obesity, which then impacts the healthcare system. So if the cost of healthier food was lowered than the cost of the junk food, because I think price is always the bottom line for many people, then they would gravitate towards the lower priced items, which if they're the healthier foods, then they would gravitate towards that. And then perhaps, if they were in that healthier cycle, then eventually that would cause their health problems to decrease, and therefore healthcare costs would also decrease. It seems like it would work that way. I don't know for sure if it would, but it seems to me that would be a good place to start.
What are you doing?
Looking through the ad to see what's on sale.
Do food prices affect what we eat?
Yes. If boneless chicken is on sale for $2.99 a pound, then I'm going to make dinner with boneless chicken. If pork loins are buy one get one free, then we're going to have a pork dinner. So definitely yes.
Do you think a link exists between food prices and the health of the population?
Yes, because it's actually cheaper to buy a 99-cent box of Kraft macaroni and cheese than it is to make homemade macaroni and cheese. So it's easier and cheaper to buy processed foods than it is to buy fresh vegetables and all natural organic products. So it's certainly a difference.
Do you buy organic foods, and is there a price difference between organic and non-organic foods?
There's a huge price difference. The organic is very much more expensive. I do buy organic milk, usually. I rarely ever buy organic vegetables and fruits because they're more expensive and they don't last as long. I don't usually buy organic meats. They're too expensive. So, unfortunately, I'd have to say I can't afford it.
What sacrifices do you make to lower food costs?
I spend time comparing sale ads between Safeway, Giant, and Wise supermarkets because they're all close to me. So I will make a list of what to buy at which store and try to hit up all 3 stores during the week. I also shop at BJ's and try to buy what I feel is a good price there. And I base my dinners on what is on sale. So I sacrifice a little bit of my time so that I can save some money.
Subliminal